Hey, thanks so much for joining. So, today we're going to be talking all about defining your audience and also working through some customer personas. So, I'm so excited that you're here. Um, I am Jess. I own Jess Hop Consulting and also own a full service marketing agency called Collective Media. So happy that you're here. I show up to these mini workshops, and the goal is to really allow you to participate and then understand how what we're working on can engage and fuel your business or your project or your consulting that you might be launching or creating. So I'm so excited that you're here. And also, if you are an expert marketer, awesome. If you are just at the beginning stages of marketing your business and you might not be a marketer, perfect. We welcome all levels. And so I'm so excited that you're here. So today like I mentioned, we're going to be talking all about defining your audience and your customer personas. I'm going to go through a pretty quick rundown of customer personas. Um, how to define your audience, what we mean by that. And then we're going to work through some examples together, which will be fun, which hopefully will fuel your or percolate your mind and allow you to think more about your business in a creative way. So here we go. Understanding your target audience. How do you do that? I talk about this pretty frequently, and I believe in it that if you talk to everyone, you talk to no one, right? If I can leave you with anything from the end of this little mini workshop, it's that. And so it's really important for us to define who we're talking to, who is our audience, what is that target audience that we're gearing towards. Because if we're talking to the ideal client, then we know that that's a really great lead and they will come closer to us and they will be more attracted to what we're offering because they're like, yes, that is exactly what I need right now for my business. And it's just a perfect match. So as we get into defining our target audience, it's really important for us to do the research and dig into who is our current customer base. And maybe you might be at the beginning stages of your business and you're like, I don't really know who I'm targeting yet. Like, I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure on who I'm talking to or even have a client yet. And then we have folks who I work with who are on the opposite side of the spectrum, been in business for a couple of years. Maybe they're fine tuning who they want to work with. And so we target those customers. So in doing your research, we want to look at your current customers, if you have those, or your ideal customers, your clients. We want to look at our competitors. We want to look at what they're doing. We don't want to copy what they're doing, but we do want to be aware of what they're up to. And then we also want to dig into more of our analytics, our social media insights, and see what's working. What are people really engaging with? What do I, as a business owner, like to talk about? What is my superpower? How can I attract more people into my sales funnel as I move along? We also, when we're looking at our target audience, we also want to look at our segmentation of our audience. And I'll get more into this when we go into our example. But you want to be thinking about the demographic of your buyer. What is their age range? Maybe it's a gender specific product. Perhaps you're looking at, income ranges. All those things are really important. We also want to look at the psychographics. So it's a lifestyle. Are you providing a luxury service? I know I have so many luxury event planners in my world that follow me. So maybe you gear your marketing more towards a lifestyle. Values are important when we're thinking about who is this person and how are they attracted to me and my business and how I serve them. And then we go into behavioral. So, what is the buying behavior? How often are people purchasing from us? Is there a sort of cadence when they're coming on board? Is it only project by project? So, be thinking about all those things too. So, as we're going into an example here in creating a customer persona, it's really important. So, our customer persona is ideal for us to know who we are specifically talking to and where they're at, what are their pain points, why do they need your service, what's happening for them even before they buy your product or your service. And I love customer personas, and I know that past tech companies that I've been with have been very customer persona driven in the sales process and in the marketing process, because you know exactly who you're targeting and who you're talking to. So for us, when we're taking steps to name our customer persona, I like to create a fictional name, and I've done this for clients. And if you're watching, we probably did this together. But creating a fictional name, creating fictional ages, genders, incomes, occupation, creating a background for them. Do they have a family? Are they single? What's their lifestyle like? What's their education level? What are their goals and their challenges, right? What do they want to achieve even before they engage in a process with you? And what are their problems or pain points that they're facing? So, an example could be, and I'm just throwing this out there, an example persona for um, for me, for a marketing client, could be, okay, her name is Sarah. She's 34, female. She makes about 80 to 100,000 annually. She's a marketing manager. She lives in the city. She's married with one kid. She has a degree in marketing. She wants things pretty quickly. She lives a fast paced life. She wants to know that what she is investing in is going to make a difference for her career, for her family. Right now, she's having a hard time balancing her work and her family and growing a business and all the things that come along with having a younger family. Her buying behavior is she prefers online shopping. She likes reviews. She likes convenience. And she also is a very growth mindset person. So with Sarah, I would be looking at, okay, does she want to advance her career? Does she want to advance her business? How can we work together and start giving her content that she's like, oh, this is exactly what I need right now in my life. I want to grow my business. I want something that I can do on my time. So all those things play a factor. When you're creating your own persona, think about those behaviors as well. So here's a fun scenario that you can do. Gets you thinking outside of yourself. I know for me, sometimes it's hard to think about my business because I'm so in it. But when you think about other things, you can, you know, kind of it allows your brain to be creative and meander a little bit. So if you want to do this exercise, it's a quick one. So we want to create a basic customer persona based on the scenario that I'm going to give you. So we are a business and we are an online handmade jewelry store focusing on eco-conscious buyers. An online handmade jewelry store focusing on eco-conscious buyers. So when we go back to our example persona with Sarah, you can literally write out name, write out demographics, write out background, goals, challenges, and buying behavior. And then we want to work our way backwards because we're a business, an online handmade jewelry store focusing on eco-conscious buyers. So, it might be, again, the name could be Susan. Her demographic could be, a 50 to 65-year-old female, 60,000 to 100,000 income, probably something in, an eco-friendly career. In the background, her background, she might live in a rural area. So you can just kind of keep working yourself through and see what you come up with in a scenario. So I'm so excited also to share with you that I created a new freebie. I just need to be able to share my screen quickly. Oops. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Hi. No. Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties. Oh boy. Okay. I got it. I was hitting the wrong button. Okay. So let's look at customer persona. So, exactly like what we did with the example of the eco friendly jewelry store, focusing on eco conscious buyers, right? So, if I were working on my customer persona, I would work through this exact format. So, who's your ideal client? Can you describe your ideal client? Um, all these questions are so relevant as you're building out your messaging and your service. um, what would this person be interested in your services? What problem are you solving? What's the most common request for your clients? What factors are likely to consider even before making a purchase? So what are their pain points? And all that good stuff. So all that's in here, and then I give you a nice handy dandy formula down here to even talk further and a little bit more about me. So I would love for you to download this and work through your own customer persona, their buying habits or purchasing habits, because it just really helps you to know exactly who you're talking to. So you can find this here, and I'll drop this link also in our conversation. It's our customer persona blueprint, and it's actually free. It'll be free for the next week. So please make sure that you go check it out. This week, I mean, by this live recording. Unfortunately, if you're watching this um, in a recorded space, you can still catch the persona blueprint, but it just won't be free. So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope that you're able to take some things away from today's call. And as always, you can reach out to me, send me messages. I love hearing from you, and I would love to support you on your journey to creating your ideal customer persona. All right, well, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.